Hi, I'm HEALYMEANS. Welcome to my channel and welcome to an unboxing video. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me in today's upload, which is the third of 3 seed haul videos. Make sure you check out the first 2 videos. The first one was a double order plus bonus from M.I. Gardner. The second video was an order from Baker Creek. And now I'm going into this third video from Seed Therapy. But before we get into the video, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Click that notifications bell. Make sure it is set to all. Like, comment, and share with everyone you know. Now, y'all, let's see what I got from Seed Therapy. I'm going to try to open this just by opening the sticky flap and not having to cut it. But y'all, look, this is sticking all over my hand. That's at least I know nobody got into the package. Oh, this is not working. Let me see if I can get my fingers in here and just kind of slide this open from the top. So Seed Therapy get bonus points for packaging because I don't think nobody was able to get in here. The pouch is nice and solid. No dings or tears or nothing like that. So shout out to Seed Therapy for their package. Now, in case you haven't heard of Seed Therapy, the company used to be Southern Seeds. So just a name change. I'm going to say same quality and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know because this is my first order from the company. I have my sheet where I ordered some seeds, including 2 collections that I was able to customize. So hopefully those collections were modified according to my request. This is the packaging for the seeds. I really like this packaging. I don't know what it is about the brown package, y'all, but I like it. You have the company name. You have the plant variety. It tells you how many seeds, or at least the estimate of how many seeds. You get directions on the front and on the back. It tells you when these were packaged for. Now, these are 2025 seeds. So the M.I. Gardner seeds were 2025. The Baker Creek were 2026. And these Seed Therapy are 2025 seeds. It is American grown and veteran owned. So if that's something that's important to you, that's a characteristic of this company. It gives you the website, the address, and this is based out of Frisco, Texas. I can't remember how many seeds I ordered, but I'm pretty sure that I got a sale. Oh, these were, I believe the seeds were 40% off, and then I got an extra 10%, or they were 50% off and I got an extra 10%. I can't remember. The prices aren't listed on the sheet, but the customization that I asked for is listed. So we're going to see if that works out. And I was about to say, let me go through the seeds and find the collections. But look, I think that these are the 2 collections. We'll see when we get there. Once again, y'all know I really want to put these things in alphabetical order. You know what? For this video, I will, y'all. Give me a second. Let me put these in alphabetical order, and then we'll go through them all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have them mostly in alphabetical order. The first thing I have is ashwagandha. And I have the ashwagandha in powder form that I sometimes use as a supplement, but I wanted to grow my own plant. This says that it's a long season heat loving herb. In short season areas, start indoors 4 to 6 weeks before the last frost. Elsewhere, direct sow 3/4 inch deep in sunny, well-drained soil. Once temperatures are 70 degrees or above, keep soil moist, not soaked. Thin seedlings to 2 feet apart. Thrives in 70 to 95 degree heat. Harvest roots in 150 to 180 days. after berries form and leaves dry. This is some very thorough instructions because this will be my first time growing ashwagandha, and I feel comfortable with these directions that I will have success in 150 to 180 days. I have the Royal Burgundy Bean, and I'm looking at the packets, and the only thing, y'all, I'll say right now that I'm missing is a picture. But the website has lots of pictures. I don't know if I got a catalog for seed therapy. I just have a couple of catalogs right here, and I don't see it right here. It doesn't mean that I don't have it, but I'm not sure. But I did go through the website, and that's how I placed my order. I got the Imperator carrot, and I think I got this carrot because of the picture. I think it was because of the picture. I think it's a longer carrot. It is the traditional orange, but I like carrots, y'all. Now, I see something that I'm kind of questioning a little bit. So, I got the Bantam 12-row corn, and it says it's 30 seeds in a pack. But on the receipt here, it says that the corn Bantam 12-row is 60 seeds. If you can see that. 60 seeds. But I only got 30 seeds. Huh. So, I don't know where the misprint is. And this feels more like it would be 30 seeds instead of 60 seeds. So, y'all, I got to dock some points for that one. I got the Ashley cucumber. I've seen different people do videos on these Ashley cucumbers. And one thing they all noted is that these are rather long cucumbers. You can use them more for slicers and sandwiches and stuff. Some people do pickle them, but I think this is more of a slicer cucumber. I got some fenugreek seeds. I have some horehound seeds. Now, I do have a horehound candy of sorts. It's for your throat. It's like a throat lozenge candy, but I know that horehound is a very good herb to have because it does have some therapeutic or medicinal properties. I'm not advertising that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying seed therapy said that. I'm just saying through my research, that's what I have read on this herb. I have a giant Musselburgh leek, and I just didn't have enough of the giant leek from Baker Creek. I had to get one from seed therapy too. I believe this is a different variety, but it's still a giant leek. I got marshmallow, and I did get marshmallow from Survival Seeds. I think I didn't have as much success with that initial planting from Survival Seeds. It could have been on me though, but I think I mentioned this in a previous video that I'm getting the same seeds from different companies just to compare to see which one I have the most success with, and then I can narrow down what I'm purchasing from each company, y'all, because I will buy every seed from every company and still not have too many seeds. I got common mint. I got Korean mint. And the reason why I got this is because I purchased Korean mint from an Etsy store, I think last year. And I used all of the seeds. And so I needed more. I saw this variety while I was on the seed therapy website. And so I bought them. I have lemon mint, also known as bee balm. And I do have lemon mint from a few different companies. Some of them say lemon mint. Some of them say bee balm. This is lemon mint bee balm. I think they're all the same. Even though I want to say that there may be different sub-varieties of lemon mint bee balm. I'm not sure. I'll grow the seeds out and see if they look the same or if they look different, if they taste different, if there's anything different about them. And then whichever one I like the best, then that's the one that I will continue to purchase or save seeds and grow my own. I purchased two types of mustards. The first is Florida broadleaf mustard. And then I also got yellow mustard, and this one is specifically for making mustard. I have sugar daddy peas, and this is a cool season crop, and even though it's December, going into the 3rd week of December, it is still very warm here. So I feel like if I wanted to sow some of these pea seeds, I still have time. I am in Southern California, zone 10B/11A, y'all, and we have very mild winters. I think our coldest days of the entire year are for maybe 2 weeks in the middle of January, and then that's it. And when I say the coldest of the coldest, I'm talking about it might get to 40 degrees. Lows. Highs, they'll be like in the 50s. I purchased pennyroyal. I have lunchbox pepper. And the reason why I got these is because I bought a vegetable tray from Costco sometime earlier this year. And they had the lunchbox peppers. I think they were red, yellow, and orange. Nice little snacking peppers. And I'm thinking to myself, this could be something that I could eat while I'm outside working in the garden. Y'all look. I'm looking for snacks because if I can snack, then I can stay out there and continue my work. I bought the cherry bell radish. Now, I have different varieties of radish seeds. I don't think I have the cherry bell, which is why I purchased this. I'm getting more into eating root vegetables. I like carrots. I like beets. I like some of the other root vegetables, but like radish, parsnips, and stuff like that. I'm trying to get into those. So, and I like radish. I like radish in salads. I like them baked in like root vegetable medleys. But I mean, you know, I want to try different varieties to see if I have a preference of one over the other when it comes to radishes. And then I purchased the all sweet watermelon. I don't know if it says it on here, but I think this, I'm not sure if I purchased this because it's a smaller watermelon. I don't know if I purchased it because it has shorter or less vines. Or maybe I purchased it because of the picture, of the description on the website. I'm not sure, but I really like watermelon. So, and then finally, I have my 2 collections. I believe these are 6 packs of seeds in each collection. The first one I have is a basil collection. And let's open this up and see. And like I said, this was customizable. So I don't remember what the original varieties were. But for the basil, I asked for Italian large leaf, cinnamon, lime, purple ruffles, dwarf Greek, and red holy. So let's see. I have the Italian large leaf, the cinnamon basil, the lime basil, the purple ruffles basil, the dwarf Greek basil, and the holy red leaf basil. So just as I requested, that's how I got the seeds. So that's pretty cool. And now let's look at the other collection, which is a pepper collection. So for the pepper collection, I asked for Cubanelle, Yolo Wonder, Sunbright Bell, Purple Beauty Bell, Emerald Giant, Sweet Bell, and Sweet Banana. So let's see what I got in this one. I have the Yolo Wonder, the Cubanelle, I have the Sunbright, the Purple Beauty, I have the Emerald Giant, and I have the Sweet Banana. Now, I am very pleased with that. And I also just appreciate that for the collections, that it's customizable. That you were able to choose what you wanted, whether it was the varieties that they had already pre-selected, or if you wanted to swap out one or more varieties, if you wanted to swap out all of them. I do appreciate that they had that option. So I think in this first ordering experience, I think the timeline was fine. So I ordered these. This says November 30th. It shipped on December 5th. So that was 5 days. And I can't remember when I received them, but I probably mentioned that on a previous video. But I think the timeline was fine. just with the corn, and it says on the paper here, it says here that it's supposed to be 60 seeds, and then on the packet says 30 seeds. And I didn't get 2 of these packets to like make the 60. I just got a packet of 30 seeds. So that's a little bit disappointing. If I would have known that, I probably would have purchased 2 packs. But I mean, you know, we'll work with it. We'll work with it. If that's the only thing that I have to say, I don't know. I'm trying to be all right with it, y'all, because I'm not going to call a company and ask them for another pack of seeds. I'm not going to do that. I do have Bantam corn seeds from another company. 30 seeds is enough for the growing space that I have to see what I can do, see if I can make it work. But the reason why I was really hoping for the 60 seeds is in case I mess up, in case I get a lot of pest pressure, in case the weather is not quite right, then I have enough seeds, hopefully, to sow again and still get corn for the season. Maybe I can still do that with 30 seeds, but I definitely feel like I could have done it with 60 seeds. So, ladies and gentlemen, this wraps up the 3-part series of seed haul videos. I had 2 seeds for 2025 seeds. That was M.I. Gardner and Seed Therapy. And then I had 1 order for 2026 seeds, and that was from Baker Creek. Y'all, I am so excited about the Backyard Shenanigans garden, the makeover and the renovations that I really need to get up to doing, y'all, because I'm behind. But the 2026 growing season, I'm excited about it. I'm thinking it's going to be great. I have so many varieties of so many different plants, vegetables, herbs, and fruit to grow. It's going to be hard picking like which variety of which plant or whatever, but that's the exciting part. For now, y'all, I got to get the work done. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for this video. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. Click that notifications bell. Make sure it is set to all. Like, comment, and share with everyone you know. And until next time, be safe, be well, and be blessed. Now, y'all know I'm not about to wear my Saint shirt outside. I got to change into my garden clothes. And y'all, I got to put in the work.